Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I want to talk about Elsa because Elsa has become a hero which is pretty relevant now for a couple of key areas in the new season we're currently in. Prior to this, for example, in the Song of Strife season, Elsa was pretty much only a PvP hero, and then it wasn't really important whether you had her built on your account or not. You could go with other options, but this season things are different. And it's mainly all because of the Lightbearer buff tile, with Rowan on one of those buff tiles giving your team such massive energy that allows Corrin to consistently just stack up his true damage. For example, this team right now is the optimal team for Primal Lord to get the highest score possible, and if you don't have these heroes built, then you're not going to be able to compete for the top scoring teams. And so that means that Elsa has kind of become a real priority onto your account, onto your wish list, and even the Season Emporium shop. Because right now in the Season Emporium, you can buy Elsa copies. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. Because things have kind of changed. The priority in that shop might now be to get Elsa to Mythic Plus at least. And because we're waiting anyway for it to be updated with more heroes to be added. So I'm going to show you this replay. And you're going to see just the team in action and how it is working. So just watch how many times Elsa is going to be casting her ultimate. Even before Rowan is giving her that much energy, she is still casting the ultimate so rapidly. Each time she reaches 400 energy, she's going to cast. This gives Corrin, basically it stacks up Corrin's ability to allow him to deal true damage. Corrin deals true damage with his Mythic Plus ability if allies within 2 tiles cast ultimate up to 3 times. And Elsa is basically casting an ultimate every 1 or 2 seconds in a team like this, and especially Rowan giving the energy to Elsa. Just one ultimate of Rowan is going to give Elsa enough to cast an ultimate, and then the shadow copy of Rowan gives another energy to Elsa, and then she casts again. Also, the thing is, Elsa goes into melee or close range to your entire team. So she will be continuously buffed up by Rowan, because Rowan needs to have his allies within 2 tiles for them to receive the energy boost, but most of the time Elsa is going to be in that position with your team. So this really just shows you that Elsa in this team is not really for her damage, although her damage is not bad. It's like you could replace her for a damage roll. But you can't replace her for the fact that she is the most rapid ultimate casting hero in the game. Rowan is the best for generating energy to allow you to cast your ultimates, but no hero can cast as many ultimates as Elsa. Like, if you even would count how many went off in just this one 90-second fight, I'm sure it would be over 30 ultimates. True damage with his Mythic Plus ability. Because taking a look at it, when Corrin and allies within 2 tiles cast their ultimates 3 times in total, Corrin's arms feel nature's power, and then he will be dealing additional true damage for 8 seconds with follow-up attacks. And you can now re-trigger this every 8 seconds when it wears off, because you're going to be casting so many ultimates so rapidly. So for this Lightbearer 2-tile team, Elsa is a needed option, and you will really want to have Elsa at Mythic Plus to be effective here. Because at Mythic Plus, she will reduce the energy cost to 400 when the Vigorous Slam buff is stacked to its maximum. So basically, after doing Vigorous Slam casted twice, it will only be 400 energy required. And then she is going to be cycling the ultimate cast so quickly, just needing to reach up to 400 energy, and then she's going to be casting. So Mythic Plus is an important priority for her. So for example, like if you're close to Mythic Plus on Elsa, buying 1 copy from her from the Season Emporium shop right now would not be a bad thing, and it would actually allow you to pull off this top performing team for the Plague Creeper boss, because as of right now, people are trying different replacements for Elsa. However, nothing comes close to Elsa, and this is the optimal team. And I think in this season is kind of foreshadowing what this season is going to be like. The double buff tile Lightbearer team of ramping up Corrin's to the true damage. This is a really insane team combo, and maybe even for the other Primal Lord we'll be fighting, the Shell Brute, it might also be relying on the same type strategy, or at least we know right now the Battle Drills bosses are going to be like, this is how you shred through them the fastest. So this makes Elsa a really key hero to build for this Primal Lord, maybe the future Primal Lord, and also for the Battle Drills boss. But there's another place where Elsa is actually the best option. and that is only in one of the Dream Realm bosses, and that is Orison. So for Orison, you need to have interruption effects in your team to reduce like the fury stacks of the boss, increasing your damage output and also reducing his power. And so Elsa is a key hero here if we just watch the replay. Elsa it basically does the job of interrupting the boss and reducing his fury stacks, as well as also dealing decent damage output on her own, and hopefully being in a position where Mikola can buff her up. And yeah, because whenever you can have close range heroes all being buffed up by Mikola, the team becomes more effective. Definitely Lenya is another option here as a interrupter, but for example, if you didn't recruit for Lenya but you have Elsa like me, then Elsa is totally usable in place of Lenya, and it is going to be your best option. So this really shows you that Elsa is kind of important for two key areas, Primal Lord and also Orison Dream Realm boss. For the other Dream Realm bosses, I don't think Elsa is the best option. Like if you have everything fully invested, Lily, May, Odie are usually the better damage dealers. But definitely for Orison, Elsa is important, a top pick. And then for the Primal Lord, and maybe for the future Primal Lord Shell Brute, Elsa might also be an important hero. We also, and for battle drills, of course, we know that Elsa is the best option, but I can understand if you don't really care about building the best battle drills teams, because, I mean, you just need to kill the boss, and if your guild is active, you're going to be killing it one time, and you get your 500 diamonds. It doesn't really matter how, like, high of a damage score you can get in battle drills, but it's just another interesting application. And because this season is going to be 4 months long, there's probably going to be other seasonal modes using these buff tiles, and the double Lightbearer buff tile is doing so crazy with Corrin and Rowan on those buff tiles, and Elsa is like the ammo for that team, the maximum amount of ultimate cast you can get for ramping up Corrin. And also a thing to mention is that when you're using Tide Call spell, for example in the Plague Creeper boss, after casting 5 ultimates, the effect is going to activate on Tide Call spell. And the quicker you can activate this effect, the more damage output you'll have from the spell, and also the more debuff uptime you'll have on the enemies, causing them to receive 25% bonus damage. And once we get up to plus 20 upgrade, which will just be once we reach 540 resonating level, then we're going to be able to activate this after 4 ultimate casts, and it's going to get even crazier. So both Tide Call spell and Corrin's Mythic Plus ability, they really want to have as many ultimate casts as possible, and Elsa does that better than any other hero in the game. So that's kind of why Elsa is now become a meta hero. So at the very least, I think for this season, you should be keeping Elsa on your epic recruitment wishlist and your regular recruitment wishlist if you don't have her to Mythic Plus yet. Try to get her to Mythic Plus. She unlocks most of her potential at Mythic Plus. The Supreme Plus is only for a little bit of extra damage, and I think the damage only will be applying to enemies afflicted by control, multiple control effects, which I do not think this will apply to bosses who are unaffected to control effects. I'm not sure, but for the most part, Mythic Plus is all you need, and plus 5 exclusive equipment. If you can get more than that, it's even going to be better, but plus 5 exclusive equipment, Mythic Plus is what you should be shooting for. And it's important because she's purchasable in the season store. And right now, maybe you'll have enough coins. It depends on how high your rankings have been, maybe to pick up 1 copy of Elsa, but as the season goes on, we're going to get more and more season tokens, and you can get even up to 2-3 copies of her. And currently right now, there's no other hero to be buying from this store. The developers mentioned that they're going to be adding new heroes from the Song of Strife season to the store, but we don't know when that is coming, right? And if you don't have Elsa at Mythic Plus, buying her from the shop, getting her to Mythic Plus, I think that is not a bad option at all, because she has really proven to be quite an important hero to have for your account in a couple of different game modes. So that's kind of why I just wanted to make this video talking about Elsa and the fact that she is much more meta and relevant than ever before. And I'm expecting, because of just how this Corrin Rowan strategy is working with the Lightbearer buff tiles, that probably this is not the last time we're going to see the Elsa Lightbearer comp. I think it will be seen in future game modes and maybe even in the upcoming Primal Lord. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about Elsa in the comment section down below. But I think overall it's really cool how this this strategy has developed to be using maximum ultimate casting team with Rowan on the energy buff tile. Like, no one could have predicted that a team like this was going to be the maximum damage output team, but it just, all the testing and like theorizing has now come to effect, and now we know this crazy team comp. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And as we go on with the Primal Lord, if any other new teams come up that are better, then we will definitely be sharing them. But for right now, this team with Elsa and the double light bearers is far and beyond the top performing team. And with good RNG, it can get huge damage output. Even on my first run, I beat my record by almost 2 billion damage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.